Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 28 of Pokemon Horizons titled The Stolen Treasure just dropped, and this episode is one that feels like an old school filler Pokemon episode from the Ash Ketchum era, as our heroes have to track down someone who steals Roy's Ancient Poké Ball. Let's see how it goes. At the end of the last episode, Diana said that she knew someone who sold antiquities, so our heroes headed there this episode. The person manning the store is an old man named Teppan, who seems to have a very shady look to him. He's trying to sell Roy something that'll cause everyone in battle to fall asleep. Is that even possible? He talks about an ancient fossil about a Rotom smartphone. Smartphones aren't so old that they're in fossils, are they? He's going on and on before Roy asks him and shows him the ancient Pokeball, which piques his interest and makes his eyes light up. He asks Roy to borrow his bag and the ball before giving both back to him and saying he doesn't know anything. When our heroes are eating lunch, Roy's backpack begins moving and out comes from the backpack a fungus in place of the ancient Pokeball. Our heroes realize that the ball has been lost, and when they go back to the stall where the old man was, they see that the stall is completely gone. Turns out the guy stole it from our heroes because he got a call from someone saying that they would pay him a lot of money if he came across an ancient Pokeball like this. Our heroes realize this and begin chasing him down. As he's running away, Friede is about to find him, so he ends up giving the Pokeball to his Lampent and have it get away. Then, when Friede questions him and searches his cart, he flips the cart on Friede and runs away. When Friede tries to chase him with Charizard knocks over a bunch of items on a local market stall, so Friede has to stay behind and help them clean up. While doing so, he sends out Captain Pikachu for the chase and calls to tell Liko and Roy what's going on and to tell them to be on the lookout for a Lampent. Then a very Tom and Jerry-like chase ensues when our heroes come across the Lampent, Doublade, Bronzor, and Bronzong and begin chasing them. They chase them through the street, they chase them through a museum where the Pokemon hide for a bit before getting caught and then running away. They chase them into a park where our heroes split up to find them. Eventually it's Roy who finds them first, so Bronzong and Doublade decide to battle Roy to allow the other two Pokemon to get away. A quick battle ensues with Fuecoco taking on Bronzong and Doublade. However, Bronzong covers Fuecoco and then Doublade hits it as hard as it can to create a loud gong noise to incapacitate poor Fuecoco who's inside. Like I said, very Tom and Jerry. Liko then comes across the other two, Lampent and Bronzor. She tries to have Sprigatito use leafage to cut off the string where the ball is hanging from, only for Bronzor to keep blocking him. It's not until Hatena uses Psychic on a shovel to cut off the string that the Pokeball's on the floor. However, Teppan comes back with all of his Pokemon and has Lampent use Thief to get the ball back. Roy also arrives where Liko is at, and we learn a bit more about Teppan here. He used to adventure with Diana and used to search runes back in the days. With him not giving up the ball, it turns into an all-out battle here where our heroes are trying to get the ball. Roy even uses Wattrel to battle. However, the battle ends when Teppan's fungus from earlier comes over and uses Sleep Powder and uses the item he was showing earlier that makes everyone in the battlefield, including Teppan's own Pokemon, sleep. Seems like he wasn't lying about that. This seems like it's going to a stalemate, however out of nowhere comes Captain Pikachu, who KOs all of Teppan's Pokemon and takes back the Pokeball. He's then surrounded by everyone including Friede, so he surrenders. As he's on the floor being admonished by Friede and co, Diana comes out. She originally didn't come because she was decoding an ancient book that she bought from Teppan. Turns out the book was a complete fake. She questions what happened to him because when they were younger, they used to adventure together back in the days. Teppan says that he never liked adventuring. However, Diana uses Bronzor's mirror to show him the truth in his heart. He says that he ends up regretting adventuring and that he's just scared. Diana tells him that he just needs to take a step forward instead of making his Pokemon partner do his evil deeds. Hearing this, he breaks down and promises to do better in the future. Later on, he tells our heroes that he took the ancient Pokeball because someone was going to pay him a lot for it. That someone? It's actually not the explorers like you'd think it would be. Instead, it's a Pokemon artisan. So, our heroes want to know more about this person since they might know something about the ancient Pokeball, so our episode ends with our heroes deciding to go to the location in the paper given to them by Tep. There's not much for me to really talk about here. I can't really even analyze this episode because, like I said, it felt more like a filler episode from the old days of the anime. Someone does something bad, our heroes catch them, they learn the errors of their way before departing at the end of the episode. A standard Pokemon fare with nothing home to write about. We did get to learn a little bit more about Diana's past at least, which is a positive. I thought this episode was okay. What about you guys? What did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.